Okay, so, hello. Going out for my poke walk now. I've been dealing with kind of cleaning the apartment and getting some preparing for a hit plan. We're gonna have a really warm weekend. I have a football thing tomorrow evening, so that'll be good. It'll be nice and warm on the field. But I might be doing a bit more filming because we need to have filming stuff done rather than me get some exercise. I mean, I'll probably still get some exercise. But, so while I was riding the bike yesterday and talking about a lot of things on the camera, not a lot of comments had actually come in. But for some reason over the past 24 hours, yes, a great number of them have come flooding into the YouTube inbox. A few of them are football related, but most of them are about the various things, and I probably should address comment responses that aren't necessarily football related. In general orders, I am not mentally stable. The long-term viewers know, but there are a great number of people now that have tuned into the channel. Lord knows why. I noticed there was about 30 subscriber bump since this weekend. Probably people watched this Canal Pride video and then, you know, subscribed or something. I don't know. Maybe they subscribed after my meltdown video. I don't really know. The analytics will tell me after a couple days. However, I'm not mentally stable. I do have incredible issues. I'm autistic. I have probably I am definitively into the neurodivergent category. So many things that come with generalized frustrations and not wanting to fit in, that falls under the neurodivergent autism community. I have very particular ways about doing things, and my brain automatically opens up and looks at things in a different way. I look at things much more. I look a little bit deeper than just the surface. I mean, I don't necessarily dive down to the depths, and I do understand that many times, well, when you see someone crying like that on camera, like I was on Sunday, many in the United States might think of, and no. Overall, I will be fine. It's just that many times, since I internally know that not many people interact or find offense to much anything I say, I pretty much have carte blanche to say and feel and discuss and express whatever the hell I want here. Thanks, truck. It's not gonna matter. It's one of those things, like, if you couldn't die, you'd take a crap ton of risks. If nobody's gonna bark back at you or say anything, you tend to have carte blanche. And that's a lot where the Karens come from in the States, is that nobody, up until the last couple of years, nobody's really been fighting back to them. So they just continuously screech and get their way. I am in that similar situation. Nobody's talking back to me. No one's dissuading my mind from anything. Nobody's engaging with conversation about stuff, especially right now when I'm away from football and I can't express angst to people that are qualified, would be as best qualified as friends. I'm gonna get a little further down onto the bridge, finish up the Pokemon thing in about 15 minutes. I'm walking to Albert Heijn, so that's gonna take about half an hour, so I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. So yeah, now that I'm further along this path, my incense is burned off. Yeah, I had a moment of, it's sort of like I was already kind of feeling bad. Those days like Sunday don't happen literally out of nowhere. They are building event, and being there at Pride caused a break. And I'm trying to figure out, well, is it, what needs to change? I keep thinking that things I do on my channel that involve like gay pride will actually get people to watch. but they're actually some of my least viewed content. But just like going to Pride, I always have faith. But, you know, and I can watch other people's TikToks. And they're like, hey, look, this is really cool. And, you know, and I've actually even brought up to Aaron the last, like, couple weeks or so, am I a terrible person? That was actually part of the things, and all the various things that I was deleting, you know, it's because I couldn't get my thoughts out, you know, because it's sort of like, people don't watch necessarily for me. They don't interact when the things are about me and my life and the things I experience and the ways that I, as an American, live abroad. And I feel like it's because I don't do the stupid things that other Americans do. In fact, I complain about the other things that other Americans do. I don't sit down and have brunch. I don't have a boat. I don't have a car. I ride a bike. I have a swap feet. I don't have a nice fun mof. You know, I don't sit down and drink coffee like some sip little coffee like a, you know, influencer on the canal side at a little bistro or some fucking thing. I don't know. I don't do that shit. I drink half a liter of fucking coffee, black coffee, out of my mug that I have to buy from truck stops or Amazon, you know, because they're intended to sit on the dash of a semi-truck. So, that's the kind of coffee I'm drinking. When you see it in videos and I'm holding my cup, that is coffee. I don't put, I mean, I'll put hot cocoa in there, but that's it. I don't really put anything else in there. If I'm drinking out of that, it is some temperature coffee. But I don't think, like, because of the autism, I don't think like normal Americans. I don't act like normal Americans. And to a good number of people that watch as often as possible, father-in-law, Matt, a couple other people that are silent investors, they like my take on the world, but the rest of the general population wants me to act in a certain way. And that's why I think about football content. Because if I only made football content, I'd look at my analytics and be like, yay, I have good views. Not like looking at the thing where I'm like, I put a lot of work into this video and spent a lot of money to do this thing, and it gets nothing. But the same thing applies to TikToks too. You don't have, you know, many times it's the low quality, half shake, you know, the shaky hand filmed TikToks that get the most views, you know. And so my mental state is relatively fluctuating, and like I said back on my island, I feel after a fashion that I can't say anything I want because I will get no pushback. And I did liken myself to a Karen. However, you know, when it comes down to the content, it's like, yeah, I could cater to the content, but then what's gonna happen when I feel like I wanna share something that may not be, you know, great. Like Hortus. I don't know how long that video is gonna sit there and do nothing. Like, maybe it's not a good quality video. I don't know. Do I think it is? Not really. I think it's a little excessive. It's excessively long. And I recognize that. But now that I've talked that out, I'm actually gonna, the other video is going to be put up at the same time as this one. Weirdly, 2 videos on one day. Just, I'll check something out here. They'll both go live at the same time.